Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen here at Soul Magic Inspirations and Star Child Tarot, and I want to jump on here today to do a special reading because we have a powerful astrological event coming up, and I'm not an astrologer, but this is really impactful to everybody, so I wanted to do that. So we have the planet Pluto going retrograde in Capricorn. It has been in Aquarius up until now. And it's going to be in Capricorn briefly from the 2nd of September to the 19th of November. And then it returns into Aquarius after the 19th, and it'll be there till March 2043. So Pluto is one of those planets that affects, like, we're all born in different eras of Pluto. If you look at your natal chart, you'll see that Pluto is in a different planet to when you were born, and Pluto is like a long, it stays in a sign a long time, but this is an extended stay. So you can see it's like nearly 20 years. So it's like it affects generations. It's a generational planet. Yeah, before I go on about that, I just want to thank everybody for being here. I thank you for your love and support. I really appreciate that. And if you're interested in having a healing session, I am offering half-price sessions with the Compassion Key right now. So the details are down below. So the planet Capricorn, Earth sign, it governs old world structures and top-down authorities like the royals, the governments, the corporations of the world, and also banking institutions. And the planet Pluto reveals, it's a revealer of what needs to be seen, what is not for your highest good. So things are going to be coming to the surface, and we can see that it's starting to happen already. Things that were hidden, things that were behind the scenes, as it were, people pretending to be who they're not, situations not as they seem. In the world. So there's going to be a lot of transformation, and it's going to be like the battle of the old guard, if you like. It's the final battle before Aquarius kicks in, which is that futuristic, that is leading us into the new golden age. That's that futuristic planet, and Capricorn is the old school, the old way, the old institutions, which are going to be crumbling in the next few years. The last time that Pluto was in Aquarius for an extended stay was during the American Revolution, which was from 1775 to 1783, and Pluto was in Aquarius from 1777 to 1798. So you can see it had a massive impact on a very major change in the world. So there is going to be major change. But obviously just focus on you. Don't get distracted by outside situations. Just focus on you. Be in the moment. Live in the moment. That's, the very powerful place to be. So I just wanted to tap into some energies, and this is a collective reading, okay? I may do a pick a pile, I'm not sure actually, but for now I'm just going to do a collective reading and picking up on the energies to see what energies is going to be coming into to us at this time. So I thought it was ironic, the very first card out, and I do shuffle these, was Capricorn, number 22 I use. So yeah, so Capricorn, an earth sign, very practical, but also there has been a lot of that in the world. There has been a lot of people using other people for their own gain, for their own benefit. There's been a lack of balance. There's been a lack of equality. There are definitely people that have used other people for their own gain, for their own benefit. And I feel that's changing. That, a lot of people are not going to be treated that way. They're not going to put up with being treated that way anymore. And we can see that in the workforce alone in the world, the way that there is this tier, you know, you've got the bosses, you've got the corporations that dictate people's lives, you know, from their working conditions, their pay, and it dictates the quality of their life. So there is a lot of that. It's not, there's a lack of equality in the world right now, as we can see. And we've got the second house, owning. So Taurus energy, number 26. So again, I think it's ironic. We've got the sign here that, I don't know if that's the exact sign on the dollar, the American dollar. Obviously, the American dollar has led the way in the world financially. And the second house is about that, our finances, you know, what we own, you know, our homes, you know, our property, our possessions. And we've got the number 26, which is an 8, and we're in that 8 year. So I do feel there's definitely going to be a change in the financial markets. The last time there was a major shift was in 2008. And I think there was a Pluto was, you know, evident there. I don't know the history of it, but, you know, there was a big financial change in 2008. So I do feel there will be changes in our finances, in the way that money is in the world moving forward. I'm not saying it's going to be an immediate thing, but there's definitely going to be a shift. I feel there could be a shift away from the dollar as being the benchmark for the world. Yeah, but you know, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's what I'm picking up. And we've got Mercury mind. So yeah, so I feel a lot of us, we need to clear our minds. And with the green of the heart chakra, I feel as well, we need to connect more with our heart and get out of our mind, get out of our head, and balance that with our heart space. And Mercury is about communication, and we're in Mercury retrograde right now. I think we're coming out of it soon as I'm recording this. And Mercury rules communication, you know, it rules, you know, travel as well, you know, travel, communication. So there could be changes in the way we communicate with others. There could be changes in, you know, the online system that we have right now. And also I feel more and more people are going to tune in, and I'm not saying this is immediately going to happen, but we all have telepathic abilities. It's just that we're not connected to that. We're not tuned into that. So I feel in the future there will be more and more of that mind-to-mind communication. So people won't be able to lie. I've actually got quite good intuition, and I generally know when people are lying to me. And I feel more and more people are going to tune into that energy. They're going to know that, have that inner knowing, but also maybe that mind-to-mind communication will become more evident for those that are wanting to explore that. But also we need to clear the clutter out of the mind as well. And you can see that, like, the world energy there. So globally, I feel communication, travel's going to change. I feel it's going to be more organic, more connected to the earth, less invasive, more kind to the earth as we move forward. But clear your mind of toxic, negative, depressing thoughts. You know, tune out from the media at times, tune out from, you know, negativity around you, tune out from, you know, the main media corporations. I mean, I haven't watched mainstream news for probably over 15 years, if not longer, you know, because they have their own agenda. So you need to start tuning in more to your own intuition, is what I'm saying. Really start tuning into your own self and getting out of your head and into your heart and trusting in that. Yeah, we've got Chiron healing. So number 8 again. So this is going to be a time where we are going to see a lot of things happening, and it could be, you know, disturbing, it could be worrying, but you need to connect your own heart space, and you need to focus on any healing that you need to do. And Chiron, the wounded healer, we're all wounded, every single person on this planet. There is not a single person on this planet that is not wounded. I would bet my life on that. And we're all wounded to a greater or lesser degree. We all have wounds from our life, in this life, and from past lives. And so there is an awful lot of healing to be done, and that's why I've got into what I'm doing. I know I keep talking about it, but I feel very passionate about Compassion Key, because it can really get to the deep root of these wounds. It can really go deep and help release and clear that. And then I'm not saying you're completely blank canvas, but you're working from a healed space as opposed to an unhealed space. And it affects the people around us as well, because our interactions change, because we're not acting out of our wounds. We're not reacting out of our wounds when we clear that, if that makes sense. And Scorpio, wow. And Pluto rules Scorpio as well, I think. And we've got number 20, I transform. So yeah, there's definitely transformation coming in for everybody. Whether you're open to that or not, there is definitely major transformation coming in. And Scorpio is those hidden things. Again, it's those darker, deeper aspects. And, you know, I don't know if you're noticing, but there's already a lot of things coming to the surface, you know, about public figures, people in the entertainment industry, people in politics. And there's going to be more and more of that. The people in the power, what we call power positions, a lot of them have got there by nefarious means, dark means, and things are going to come to light. You know, the truth is going to come out. Again, whether we want it or not, whether we want it to come out or not, it's going to come out. So let's look at some runes energy. So we've got Inga's number 22. So we had another 22. So 2222, very powerful angel number. So check that out. So Inga's, profound strength grows slowly. Do not take shortcuts. Make use of stored power. The positive power of the masculine is available for all. Take action and learn by doing. So we're all balances. You know, we've all got the masculine, feminine aspect within us. The feminine is that receptive energy, that loving, that nurturing, that compassion, that love. And the masculine is about doing, taking action, making plans, strategies, etc. And we need, when we're fully in balance, we need both of those aspects. Yeah, so Inga's is the rune of the masculine divine and represents the active doing, the power of the masculine. It advises its fertile, explosive power is available to us, that if we store our strength and energy, we can release it towards something we want. It's both Inga's is a powerful rune of manifestation and expression of the moment, of powerful centering before the manifestation is invoked. The gradual increase of strength with this rune is applicable to our mind and mental powers, as well as to our body and physical powers. Mentally, we develop the focus needed to complete a task in the way we develop physical strength. It can also be used as a fertility talisman for men and women. Wow. So yeah, could be changes in fertility for a lot of people. So we have Hagalaz. I love the images on these cards. You are coming to a period of restriction. Be wary not to extend your energies too much. Current difficulties may require major change, but this too will pass. Hardship can be endured and resilience is necessary. You can learn from the current situation, and you are being distracted by drama. Hagalaz is the 9th rune. And 9, a number that was mentioned all through the Eddas, was a magical number of great potent in the Norse cosmos. Great change, it was said, can happen after 9 days, as a protective number and one that completes change. Hagalaz may be asking us to hold our ground, take shelter and wait until things get better. So, yeah, I mean, there are going to be major shifts, there are going to be major things happening. And like I said, the most important thing is to stay in that moment, I feel, to be in that moment and focus on your own self and do that inner work. And we had sexuality come out reversed. So in our current society, I do feel that has been very twisted. It's been used against us. It's been used in a negative way. It's part of who we are. We were designed that way, obviously, to enjoy that, to have that pleasure with each other and to create babies. But it's been tainted, it's been made toxic, it's been used against us. A lot of people see it as wrong, as a negative aspect, when in actual fact it's a positive aspect of who we are. It's a beautiful gift that we've been given to have pleasure and to create children. And as I say, it's been twisted and tainted. And I feel that that's going to be reversed. I feel that more and more people are going to start realizing that and coming out of like this. It's almost like a spell of being under that spell of understanding that that isn't a bad thing, to be aware and to be conscious of your sexuality, but in a very positive way, in a life-giving way, in a nurturing, loving way, as opposed to the toxic. I'm not saying everybody's like that, but there is an element of that in the world. You've only got to look around, and it's used against us. We're made to feel a certain way. If we talk about it, we're not allowed to talk about it, actually. On a lot of channels, you can't talk about it. I used to talk about it a lot on my channel, but I can't really talk about it. So I just wanted to say that came out. So, that could change as well. The conscious awareness in people regarding that aspect of themselves could change, I hope. Yeah, and we've got procrastination energy. So again, that we've got another number 8. So we've got treble 8 here. So that procrastination energy, that we get into sometimes, or some people are worse than others, that lack of action. So I think that's where that Hagelas rune is saying, is storing up the power and taking action when needed in our lives, in a situation. Don't let procrastination take over, because that leads to non-action and things stay the same. And if we're not happy with the status quo, if we're not happy with where they are, if we don't take action about it, it will stay the same. So I feel, the message is to come out of that procrastination and take action on what we feel powerful about, passionate about. What is it that we want to change in our lives and in society in general? Yeah, victim consciousness. And again, it's so easy for us to slip into that. We can feel a victim of our circumstances. We can feel a victim of the world. We can feel a victim because of what we've been through. And I think a lot of us can slip into that sometime and feel like we're the victim. And when we slip into that energy, it's a powerlessness. It's a feeling that we can't change anything. It's a feeling that, oh, this is the way it is. I'm a victim. I am, subject to other people's whims or decisions. And that's not true. And that's why we need to take back our power and step into our sovereignty, to step into our power of who we truly are. And that's why healing is needed, to clear these wounds, to heal these wounds of this lifetime and past lifetimes where maybe you were, and even in this lifetime, treated very badly in a situation. And then we can slip into that victim consciousness, but we need to take back our power and step into the truth of who we are, because we all have that power within us. Take back that masculine energy, that Hagelas energy, and take action on what needs taking action. Step out of procrastination. And see yourself for the beauty you are, whether you're a masculine or feminine. See your true beauty, your inner beauty. We're all connected. We're all part of Source. We're all part of the One. We came from the God, Source, Universe energy, whatever you resonate as. Our essence is beauty. Our essence is love. Our essence is compassion. So be in that energy of self-love. Be in that energy of love. See your own beauty. Be in that good self-esteem and honour yourself. And know your worth. It's very important. Yeah, personal boundaries. So again, solar plexus energies here. So really connect with your solar plexus. Step into that confidence. Step into that self-worth. Step into that self-esteem. Have boundaries in your life. Make choices. Have discernment. Take back your power. Don't allow other people to drain and deplete your energy. It's time to step into your power and have those personal boundaries with others and cut cords if you need to, and, you know, choose who you're mixing with. And we've got relationships, intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. So I feel there is going to be a shift in relationships. As I said, you know, there has been a lot of toxicity in the world around that. You know, not everybody. Obviously, some people are having really good relationships. But I feel it's going to go back. We're going to evolve out of where we're at right now, and it's going to be that true balance, that true intimacy, and it's allowing each other freedom. It's not about controlling another person. It's not, you know, feeling that you're in a prison or hemmed in. It's having that trust and acceptance of the other. So I feel there is going to be a shift in relate. And again, I'm not saying this is all going to happen now, but these are the energies that are coming in. And obviously it's a collective consciousness shift. You know, the whole, you know, everybody is shifting at different times. And when there's enough people in that energy, you know, it will shift the rest of us. Yeah, and being honest, you know, truth, transparency, sincerity, communication. So throat chakra energy. So again, you know, maybe you need to do some healing on your throat chakra. Maybe there's been a lack of honesty in your life. Maybe you've struggled to be honest with yourself even. Or maybe people have lied to you, betrayed you. So again, there could be healing needed around that. So speaking from the heart, speaking your truth, being transparent, being sincere, and communicating honestly, you know, speaking your truth. And possessions, belongings, finances, assets, and treasures. So root chakra energy. So it's important to get grounded. And I also feel that, you know, a lot of people are focused on the material, are focused on possessions, are focused on attaining great wealth, great assets, but have neglected their spiritual self, their human self to some degree, their personality, because they had this fear maybe of lack, a fear of not having. Maybe they grew up in poverty and then they overachieved and they've focused on possessions, they focus on material. So I feel we were very out of balance in the collective with that. And we can see it in society that there are those few people, the top 1%. And what I mean by that is the richest people. I don't mean in any other way. I mean the ones with most of the money. Is a very small proportion of the number of people on the planet. So it's very out of balance. And I think we all need to balance that. And we all need to know that we're worthy and we're deserving of having abundance. There is enough for all. That's what abundance means. And with that 7 energy, I feel there is going to be a new perspective on that. And, you know, seeing things in a different light. Yeah, love, getting back to love, you know, kindness, benevolence, sharing and receiving. So love is the highest energy of all, and we are all made of love, and some are aware and some are not. And I feel more and more people are going to start tapping into this energy of love. And we've got a beautiful dog there, and dogs are very loyal. So I feel there's going to be more of this genuine, loyal energy, this kindness energy, you know, opening up to receive from each other, sharing, you know, sharing that loving energy. And it's not, I don't just mean in love relationships, I mean in all relationships and all friendships and anyone that we meet, and being in that unconditional love. And I know we've got a long way to go with that, but hopefully things are going to start shifting in that energy. And gut instincts, intuition, knowing, sense and trust. So again, with the solar plexus energy, you know, and with, sorry, going back to love, a heart chakra awakening. A lot of people are going to be going through a heart chakra awakening. The heart's going to start opening. There's a lot of closed off heart energy in the world because of the way it is. But I think more and more people, because they're doing that healing, that deep healing, they're going to start opening up to love again. And also the heart is connected to our intuition as well. You know, we've got the solar plexus energy. We call it gut instincts, you know, what you feel in your belly. But it's also connected to the heart, you know, your feelings, your emotions, are your guide. So learn to tune into that more and follow that rather than your thoughts or your mind. And responsibility. So having that responsibility for self-discipline, taking back empowerment, being reliable, being fulfilled, taking that responsibility for your own fulfillment in life, being empowered, being reliable, be somebody that, does what they say and means what they say, taking that responsibility. So sowing new seeds. We're going to be sowing new seeds of that, taking on responsibility for ourselves, which we need to do, and connecting to your passion, desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy. Yeah, number 7 again. Wow, 7 7. So connecting with your passion. What brings you passion? Following your passion. That is your life's purpose. Following your joy, following your bliss. That brings you into that joy, that fulfillment. And not, I'm not just talking about in relationships. I'm just talking in general in life. Following your passion, what lights you up, what gets you on fire. And yes, it could be a person as well, but not just that, but what in life, what is your passion? I mean, a lot of people feel passionate about looking after animals, the planet, um, doing sports, becoming an elite athlete, um, being an inventor, there's all different things that people can do and do. So it's about tuning into your passion. Yeah, we've got emotional challenges. So yeah, resolve the issues. So there could be emotional challenges on the horizon. So that, like I said, we need healing. I mean, most of us need healing, and I'm here to help if anyone wants to have a session with me. But what is it that's disturbing you with your emotions? And again, sometimes it's past experiences. It could be traumas. It could be loss. It could be heartbreak. It could be worries about life in general. It could be family issues. It could be relationship issues. Whatever it is, it's time to resolve it. Okay, to bring it to the surface, bring it to the light. Look at that shadow. Look at that darkness within you and acknowledge that. Yeah, look at that, light codes, traveller weight shoes. So we've got light codes coming in. Yeah, ground your light. These all came out together, actually. And living light energy. So I thought that was amazing. They all came out together. So traveller weight shoe, light codes. So there's a lot of light codes coming into the planet right now. So you could be somebody that is connected to this. You could be somebody that resonates as a starseed, a light worker, and you've been doing this. You could be somebody that does grid work on the planet. You could be very activated. Your third eye could be very activated right now, and it's time to ground in that light. Let your soul shine. So a lot of people that are grounded in the light, getting out into nature, grounding in that light energy, or do it, visualization it, ground that energy into Mother Earth and becoming living light energy. The planet is raising the vibration we're raising, and seeing the tribute in life, seeing, this reminds me of that image in Avatar, and the first one, that tree, I can't remember what it was called. Very much, reminds me of that tree, that light energy, that living connection to all that is, that information. The networks, like we have in our computers, but the networks within each of us, that connection with each of us, whether you're aware of it or not. And yeah, grounding your energy, grounding the light codes, and creating this planet of more living light energy. Wow. So we've got Crown Portal number 8. So yeah, the year so 4 8s we got Divinity, Unity, and Separation. So yeah, right now we're very separated. The powers that be create this separation, and it's all false, because we're all one, we're all part of source. And a lot of you could be having crown portal activations. Your crown portal is opening, you're connecting to the divine more, you're going to be more aware, you're going to be feeling that connection, because we're all part of the one. We're coming into unity in this new paradigm, if you like, when we move forward into new earth, the new golden age, whatever you want to call it. As we move forward, we're coming out of that separation energy into this higher unity energy. Yeah, exile, delusion, shadows and isolation. So the way the planet is right now, you know, there is a lot of illusion. There's a lot of shadows, you know, not just within us, but within the planet, within the collective. And when we don't look at that shadow, it just grows bigger. And that's why, as in each individual, we need to look at that shadow. We need to do that shadow work. And it can create isolation, you know, and the powers that be can cause that in society as well. We can feel isolated. We can feel that we're not part of the structure, if you like, as it is. But sometimes we need to detach from that illusion, to do that inner work, to really spend that time alone, to do that inner work. And then we can move into that new energy, and we allow room, once we've released all these shadows and negative aspects, we allow room for more light to come into our body, which is what's needed right now. Yeah, breakthrough, faith, freedom and catalyst. So yeah, we're coming into a breakthrough, and it may not look like that when you're looking at it from your perspective, you know, but we are coming to a breakthrough point. And with that 4 energy, you know, becoming building that foundation for the future, building that stability, having faith, moving towards freedom. And this is a catalyst. This energy that we're going through starts, you know, on the 2nd, as I said, September, is a catalyst for change. And it may feel difficult at times, but it's a breakthrough moment, okay? And yeah, transformation. So morph, synchronicity and impulse. So we are transforming. We're transforming ourselves. We're transforming the collective. We're transforming the planet. And it's all synchronistic. It's all happening at the right time. So we need to have faith in that and trust in the process. And wisdom, yeah, psychic, revealing mysteries. So 4-4, power number. And we've got the 5 there, 4 + 1, 5, change. You're going to be tapping into wisdom. You're going to be tapping into the wisdom within you, the ancient knowledge that's already within you. Some of you are going to be connecting more with your gifts. Some of you are psychic. Your gifts are going to get revealed to you. The truth is going to get revealed to you. Some of you are stepping into your mastery to help with the transformation, to help others. And third eye portal. Intuition, focus and confusion. Yeah, so I said tapping into your intuition is going to be very powerful. A lot of you are going to have your third eye activated, and you're going to see things differently. You're going to see things from that inner perspective. And when it opens like that, you could have some confusion, okay? But be kind to yourself, you know, start using it, start trusting it, and it will give you renewed focus. You'll see things from a different perspective. And lunar eclipse, adapt, completion and reveal. So we've got the eclipses coming up. I think it's the end of September. I've written the dates down, but I've lost a bit of paper now. But we've got the eclipse season coming up very soon. So I think the first eclipse is the lunar. So 54-9, yeah, the end. So yeah, these eclipses are very powerful, and that energy lasts for 6 months. So the energies coming in now are going to last, you know, the end of September are going to last till next year. And these are all very powerful shifts for us. And we may need to adapt. There's going to be completion. There's going to be reveals. As I said, things that were hidden are going to be coming to light. Yeah, and get grounded, you know, as I said earlier, get grounded. Again, another power number, 3-3. So there's, you know, get grounded. You need your stability. You'll need your vitality. You might be stepping into survival mode. You're going to feel that way. So ground your energy, be in the moment, and focus on the now is the most powerful thing to do. Yeah, and Phoenix rising, so the solar eclipse. So as I said, you know, 46-10, wow. So yeah, new beginning. So growth, opportunities and change. So this is like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. That is what's going to happen. We are going to start rising. You're going to start seeing more of a change. I'm not saying it's happening overnight. This is a process. But things will start shifting. Things will be revealed. shadows will come to light, you know, within us and within the collective. And this is a time for growth, new opportunities, and change very powerfully. And the golden age, wow. So again, 8 energy, progression, foresight, and peace. So we're moving towards this golden age, and it may not look like it right now, I know that, but change takes time. Major change takes time. But there is progress. There will be progression, and we're coming into a time of love and peace for all. A new way, a new life. But the process to get there can be a bit rocky. It be challenging maybe on a personal level and on a collective level. But we need to keep that peace, keep that love within our heart, and focus on what it is we want to manifest for all of us. This new golden age, this time of peace and love and stability and abundance for all is what I am manifesting. So yeah, very powerful message. So I'm not going to use any tarot because message is quite long already. So I hope you enjoyed that, and please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.